Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Now, this lesson is going to be dealing with knowing your body. Okay, you have to know your body. Okay, meaning you have to know the signs. You have to know, when you're doing too much, or you're eating too much of a certain thing, or drinking too much alcohol, or whatever the case may be. Knowing your body is an important thing to prevent health issues. Okay, and this is all wisdom, that we should know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so ultimately, the scriptures speak about that when you go to Sirach, the 18th chapter, the 19th verse, and this is in the GNT. It makes it pretty clear. It says, "Know what you are talking about before you speak, and give attention to your health before you get sick." Okay, because there's signs, that your body is getting ready to develop a disease or a sickness. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to be preemptive and cut off that particular problem, and that's called being prudent. Okay, that's called being prudent. Let's go to Proverbs 14 in verse. Okay, right. In verse 15, it says, "The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going." Okay, now let's look up this word prudent. Okay, because the prudent man is looking at the path before him. Okay, he's being preemptive. All right, it says arawum. Okay, prudent, crafty, subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible. Now, when you think about shrewd and subtle, the serpent was shrewd and subtle, right? Now, when you play chess is a particular game where you have to be 3 steps ahead of your opponent. Okay, you have to be calculating what he's going to do or how he's going to react based upon your moves. This is how the serpent thinks. This is how Esau thinks. Esau's not thinking just 1 step ahead. He's thinking 10 steps ahead. Okay, he's very prudent in wickedness on the left-hand side. We have to be prudent in righteousness. Okay, we have to be prudent and preemptive in righteousness. Okay, even when it comes to knowing what's getting ready to happen, you got to be prudent too. You have to have some type of common sense. Okay, to not do certain things, knowing the time we're in, or knowing the time that we're coming to. Okay, you might have certain things prepared for that time, but we know ultimately we trust in who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's without question. Okay, but using wisdom and prudence, okay, we're able to evade certain problems. Okay, so right now, the main thing I'm speaking about is health-wise. Okay, you feel something in your lower back. It's hurting. Well, it could be your lower back, but it could also be your kidneys, right? Your stomach area might feel messed up. Well, maybe it's your stomach. Maybe it's your gut. So you got to look up different things. You got to go on the internet, look up different remedies and things of that nature that can help you with those things. And you have to be even prudent. You have to be diligent with that as well, because a lot of these things that they tell you as remedies, they have the same description over and over. Oh, anti-inflammatory. Everything's anti-inflammatory, right? So you got to dig a bit deeper. You might have to get some health books. You might have to, go to multiple sites to get some real information. You might have to dig. Okay, that's the thing with Jake. Jake is very lazy. They don't like to dig. So I'm going to read this again. It says, "The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going." Okay? So we have to be prudent when it comes to our health. Okay? We have to be prudent when it comes to our health and being our own physician in this time, because Esau, the things that he has out there as health is nothing but poison. Is nothing but witch's brew. Okay, which is set up to get you hooked. Okay, I remember when I had that major back pain when I was walking out crutches. I had that major back pain, major foot pain. That's the most I was put me through that fire. But I mean, that pain was. I couldn't even piss straight. I couldn't even piss properly. Every time it would just be so painful. Listen, man. I was all messed up in that time. I was all messed up. I had to sit down, take a chair, and sit in the. I had to sit in the shower. I couldn't. There's a lot of things I couldn't do because of that pain was so great. Now, what happened was I refused to take the what do you call that? What do you call those things, man? For the painkillers, those particular painkillers, man. Strong ibuprofen. I refused to take that. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna hold off. But the pain got so bad. I said, you know what? Let me just try one. Let me just try a couple. And then, bam! It made the pain disappear. Right, and that way I could sleep. I wasn't able to sleep. I wasn't able to do nothing with that type of pain. Right, so I was able to sleep. I was like, wow. But the thing is, when it wore off, it came back even stronger. You see what I'm saying? There's a consequence to witchcraft. There's a consequence to these damn pseudocial things that they give you. I'll call it pseudocial. Okay. All right. There's a consequence to it. Now, I was like, damn, okay, it's really working. But when it's coming back, it's like you got to run to go get those things because you feel it coming back with a force. Okay? So after a few days of that, maybe like 2-3 days or whatever, I said, you know what, I ain't taking no more. To hell with that. I'm like, throw that garbage away. I'm like, I'm done with that now. Because I'm like, this is too much. It's starting to become an addiction. And furthermore, it's coming back worse. So you know what? Let me just cut it off together, because that's how you get it. That's how you get hooked. I said, I'm just going to deal with the pain. And then eventually the Lord had it where I was healed from that. So I had to go through physio and all of that. So the point is this, that those things are not set up to help you. It's set up to trap you and to keep you paying, paying money. Okay, that's a $1 billion industry, man. Multi-billion-dollar industry. So Esau's not going to let that money go to help people. Of course not. Esau's not in the business of helping people. So this is why you have to be your own physician in this time. Okay, this is Ecclesiasticus 10:10. It says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. You got to go to brothers that know the herbs. Certain brothers are very knowledgeable with the herbs and different things. Okay, I know something because a couple things because every time something happens to me, I go and look it up and I go and study it and I go and become my own physician. Okay, all right. It says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. Someone that's really an elder and brother that's really knowledgeable in that is the elder Urumia. He's very, very from Toronto. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to the herbs. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so and that's the thing. Jake is they see different signs and they don't get to work. They just kind of ignore it. And what happens is it gets out of hand. It's a small problem that becomes a big problem. So anyways, with that, got this phone call coming in. With that, just a quick little lesson. I'll say shalom.